Well, hello there. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some pumpkin chocolate chip cookies that are absolutely delicious. I think you're really going to like them. First thing, I'm going to add in some flour. I like to use unbleached flour, but that's just personal preference. Now I'm going to add in some melted coconut oil. You can melt that on the stove or in the microwave. You just want to let it cool down a little bit before you add it in. Now I'm adding in some coconut sugar. And next we're going to add in some oats. As you can see, these are very wholesome ingredients. And these cookies are actually good for you. They're healthy, so you don't have to feel guilty when you eat them. Now we're going to put in an egg for our binder. We're going to add in some vanilla. This is one of my favorite baking ingredients, and you'll see it kind of overflows a little bit, and that's really on purpose. I like to add a little bit extra vanilla than what the recipe calls for. And now we're adding in some Greek yogurt. This is just no flavor, just plain Greek yogurt. You could also add sour cream in a pinch if you just were completely out of yogurt, but the yogurt is better for you. And now we're going to add in our dark chocolate chips. I love to use the Enjoy Life brand, but where we live, they're kind of hard to get a hold of. So these are just regular dark chocolate chips. Now I'm going to add in some cinnamon, which is very, very good for you. And we love cinnamon, so I kind of get a little heavy-handed with that too. Now I'm going to put in some baking soda. And we're going to add in some salt. And the star ingredient is our pumpkin puree. Now we're just going to start mixing this all together. And I wanted to tell you, this is not my recipe. This is actually, there's a couple that we follow on YouTube. It's Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and this is actually Stacy's, one of her recipes. She has some delicious recipes that are healthy. They're good for you. If you like that kind of thing, homesteading, I recommend that you look them up on YouTube. But this is her recipe. So while y'all are watching me just stir this and work so hard, I was going to ask you, if you haven't yet, make sure to head on over to my YouTube channel, like and subscribe, and also click that bell so every time I put out a new video, you are going to know about it. I also have a blog, and it's familyaflair.net, and you can subscribe to that too. And all of those things will just really help my business out tremendously. So I would really appreciate it. We just about have this all mixed up. Make sure you get all that flour from the bottom of the bowl because it likes to hide out down there. Now I'm just showing you here that I'm using parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, it's no big deal. You can just use some cooking spray. But I love the parchment paper. It helps it to not stick, and it's also really easy cleanup. And I'm showing you here, this is a big tablespoon, because these are not just your everyday little cookies. These are big cookies, and they're kind of like a cake consistency. They're not like your typical, like a chocolate chip cookie. They're very good. They're good for a snack. They're also good for even breakfast. If you need a quick breakfast to go, these are wonderful. Great with a cup of coffee. Okay, now we're going to put them in the oven. Let them cook for about 15, 18 minutes or so. And they smell so good. I wish you could smell them through the computer. And they're so pretty. They kind of remind me of fall, but really, you can have these any time of year. I hope you can see that steam coming out. It's a pretty sight to see. And there's the finished product. I hope this encourages you to try this recipe out for yourself. You can find it at my blog, familyofflair.net. Just go to the recipes.